fellow Toastmasters and guests present today. I'm Shiwani Kumari, your Sergeant at arm for today's meeting. Welcome to the weekly joint meeting of Toastmaster Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmaster Club. So, before we begin, to make this morning lively and interactive and know each other better, we will begin with a short game called Two Truths, One Lie. So, I will spin the wheel 3 times to pick 3 participants. Each selected participant will share 3 statements about themselves, obviously. Out of those, 2 are truth and one is lie. And after that, the audience will try to guess which one is lie. Got it, everyone? Everyone got it? Just thumbs up the rules. Okay. So I shared the screen. Is it visible to everyone? The wheel?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start. Okay. So first, Toastmaster Ashish.
Yeah.
That's a
Toastmaster.
tough one. I was not paying attention and you've got me on the wrong foot. You need to tell me what it was. So you need to brief me again once. Sorry, I would definitely be spot, but brief me what it was. Two truth and one lie, was it?
Yes, yes. Two truth and one lie. And audience will guess the false one.
All right. Okay, let me attempt. Here are two truth and one lie for me. One, I am a first one is I am a rank holder chartered accountant. Second one is I topped Northern India in my examination. Third one is I flunked my in I flunked my eighth exam in maths. So you have to guess which one is the right and which one is the wrong.
Yes.
Please
So
repeat
just put in the
once.
chat or
Okay,
loud.
I'll repeat quickly. First is I am I am a topper chartered accountant, right?
So proud.
Second one is that I topped North India in my exams, in my CA exams. The third one is I flunked my eighth math exams. Third is a lie. Second is a lie. Okay.
First is a lie.
Third is a lie.
Mohit
My
say
first is a
first.
lie. First is a
Sorry.
lie.
Third is a lie.
First is a lie. You're not a rank holder. I suppose.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Okay. I think most the two people who know me very well by now can perhaps figure out easily. So that's Mohit and Neetal are right. First one is a lie. The other two are correct. It's a reality that I flunked my eighth maths exams. That was a trick one, perhaps, if it was. It intended to be trick one if you got tricked. All right, back to you. Thanks.
That's awesome. Okay, so let me check who's next. Start. Okay, Toastmaster Mehak. Toastmaster Mehak.
Should I write
Your
down?
video is stuck.
So the
You can
first
speak
one
out,
is
Meg.
the first one is I like Apple products. Second, I like Marks and Spencers. Third, I like tiramisu.
Last
I
one.
like tiramisu. I like Marks and Spencer's product. I like Apple products.
Third
You
I
is
have
a
to
think
guess
lie.
which one is a lie.
Third.
first one is
Third.
lie.
Third. Third one is a lie.
She's Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever it is. She can't hate Apple products.
Likes anything expensive.
Yes.
Oh yeah, first.
Yes.
Yes, third one is a lie.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Mac. You think so much time for
She
the
made it
last one. So
obvious.
that's
Yeah.
yes. So the next one is let's start. Toastmaster Pihu. Yeah, I'm excited because she is one of my good friend. I know more about.
Yes. Let's see if you can guess it. So, two truths and one lie, right?
Please turn on your camera, Pihu.
Okay, okay, just give me a minute.
We don't have that.
Okay, my camera is not working. Okay, I will try to join through my browser real quick.
You can continue for now.
Okay. So, yes, two truths and one lie. First would be I love dogs. Second, my favorite drink is water. Third would be I love watching series. Yes, these are the three. Now guess.
Second one.
Second one. Yes.
Okay, so anybody else?
I think that is true. My favorite drink is water is true. Third one is a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll go
apparently,
with third. Third.
okay,
What was
apparently, first was I love dogs.
first? Should be true.
That was the googly.
Yes. Surely.
So yes, first one was lie. I don't hate them. I don't love all them also. So yes.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Oh, that was fun. Okay. So now back to our mission. As each one of
Yes,
has
please.
a mission alive to grow, to succeed, to achieve. Our Toastmaster Club also have a mission. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. During the meeting, we follow some ground rules. First, please do not speak on sex, religious, and politics. Second one, please ensure your phones are on silent mode to be respectful of the speaker by minimizing distraction. And third, please keep your cameras are on. Without further ado, let's begin. Please welcome to our joke master, Toastmaster Shomya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiwani, and happy to be here. So I would like to request everyone to unmute themselves because, as a joke master, I need the validation. I need to hear you laugh and claps. So if you can, please unmute yourself and turn on your cameras too. So otherwise, yeah, I hope you're having a good morning. Now I want to ask you a question. Yeah, thank you. Do you ever feel like you're not really living your life, but actually starring in some cheap dramedy reality TV show, like your own version of The Truman Show? You don't believe me? Then explain this. The other day, I had a very important meeting at AeroCity. Since I was up early, I thought I'll go there 3 hours before time, have breakfast, work from a cafe, and then do my meeting. Perfect plan, right? Famous last words. As soon as I stepped out, chaos began. First, Google Maps sends me on the shortest route, and the road is blocked. So I take an alternate route, and suddenly, all the traffic lights on the way stop working, all of them together. So I finally take a longer but usually traffic free expressway. Traffic free, it is not on that day. I was at one point, I wasn't even driving, I was parked. So now you tell me, what is more likely? That a series of low probability events happen, or that this was a TV show plot designed for character development and viewers' entertainment? Oh, and it's not just me, it's happening all around us. Take big tech demos, for example. Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, these are biggies with all their might and an army of engineers. Yet, at their biggest launches, something always crashes on stage. Do you really think that's a coincidence? I don't think so. So, Shakespeare said that, all the world's a stage. Indian philosophy calls the world Maya or illusion. I always thought up till now that they were being poetic. But now I'm convinced that they were actually warning us. In fact, I think that the term philosophy was coined by these TV show writers just to mess with us and hide the truth in plain sight. Here is one thing though, whether Truman was in a TV show or not, he did teach us something important, which is that he couldn't really control his world, that is true, but he did take agency over his response. And that made all the difference for him. So I'll leave you with this question. Where in your life have you been playing like an NPC, simply following a script? And what are you going to do to change that and become the dynamic main character that you were always meant to be? With that, it's my pleasure to open today's meeting, and I would love to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmasters Monika.
Thank you so much, Soumya. And thank you so much, Shiwani. Both of you actually did very well to give a great start to the meeting today. And as they say, every story has a potential to inspire. Every act has a potential to motivate others. And every statement you make has a potential to make others feel happy. So also to create a spark of confidence in others. And a meeting like this, where everybody is willing to charge up themselves as well as others with their energies, the great leaders have potential to be made up. Let's start the meeting today with the full flow. And before I kick off the flow of the meeting, there are few announcements I really want to bring into everybody's notice. First of all, there is changes to the pathways. An important information. I hope everybody would have received the email also. So there is a change in which you can complete each level of a pathway. There is introduction of educational series where every Toastmaster have to present one presentation, which is approximately 10 to 15 minutes long. That's again being shared. Your pathways have been updated for same. And when you mark the completion, you have to ensure that you complete that presentation, especially for the level 3, 4, and 5. And another major change is that every level you have to take up some role in the meeting. That means whatever role you are taking, it's actually accounting for the completion of your pathway. I think this is a great changes that they have made in. Everyone agree? Raise your hand if you agree. So let me summarize. The changes is that introduction of educational series at level 3, 4, 5, and every level you have to take up some roles in the Toastmaster meeting. So those who are still shying away from taking up the roles, let me remind you, it's now necessary. So reach out to the VP membership so that you can actually know VP education and VP membership so that you can actually get education about what is to be done. Again, emails will be rolled out, and I'll also be sharing the document which kind of describe everything, what is to be done. Couple of more things. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Another thing is about the contest session has begun. Who all are excited? Who all are preparing? Thinking about participating in the contest, the international context that's going to begin. Yes, Mohit, I was sure about you. Who else? I want everybody to raise hands. Come on, we all have potential. Let me see who all are raising hand. Or whoever is not raising, let me call you upon and then make sure that you are kind of, are ready to participate. But don't worry, don't feel that you have to struggle with the preps. Of course, there'll be some mock contests that will be running through. They'll be coming soon. There are already a lot of trainings happening. Time to time, as we get the information, we'll roll it into the WhatsApp group. So ensure that you participate in those trainings and you participate in this contest. And then, of course, your mentors and everybody in our club will support you in this journey to, participate in the contest. And I'm sure we'll have winners in our club. Yes? Show me some energy. Come on. I don't know if my energy is low, that's why you're not participating, or there is something wrong in the day itself. Let me assume the other way thing. Let me request everybody to first open up your camera. I don't know what you all are doing. Hello.
Our
Hirender,
general
Simi,
evaluator is
Rishi,
being
Saurya,
lazy.
Agarwal, Pihu, Pallavi. Okay, and then a great announcement. Those who actually volunteer for the roles and responsibilities not only kind of, raise their bar for themselves, but also inspire others to take up the challenge. And today we have one among us who actually did that job. It's not easy to volunteer for big roles, but yes, let me congratulate Pihu and requesting all you to help me congratulate her. She has volunteered herself for the real role of VP membership. And we'll be doing her installation ceremony next week because we have a lot to cover today. With that, I really would like to encourage rest of all, we still have 2 roles open. Please pitch in. Please pitch in. Please raise yourself. Please raise your bars. The more you perform in this platform, I'm sure you'll have a lot to take away in your real life or actual life, apart from the Toastmasters. You want to share something? You want to say something in 1 or 2 lines?
I would like to thank everyone. And yes, I feel that I will give my best efforts towards this role. And since I'm new, I would make sure to get the guidelines and the leadership to suggest me 1 or 2 things that I can get better at this role with. So yes, I will be also making sure that I get to connect with the prior VP membership so that I can understand much better how the role actually works. And yes, I will make sure that I am prepared for it. And yes,
Superb. Looking forward to you. Of course, Pihu, again, taking charge is the very major step that you have taken. Rest all, of course, you'll be able to take care. And of course, we are all here to learn together and grow together for sure. Okay, one last announcement is yes, we have a new member who has chosen to join us formally. It's none other than Kanika. I'm really excited to have you on board, Kanika. Really. I think there's some formality pending, but she is going to join us. Yes, Kanika, you would like to share?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. And I like the energy of this club, and that's why I decided to join the club. And
Superb. Superb. Really, really excited to have. I know a lot of value you will bring into the club, and we'll of course gonna learn a lot from you and want to hear more from you in coming meetings. So congratulations once again.
thank you, thank you.
Superb. And yes, so with that, the announcements is what I really wanted to apprise everybody in. I see that there are guests in the meeting, but just to be wise on the time, let me kick off the meeting. I'll come back to the guest towards the end of the meeting. I hope that's fine. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me pass on the baton to somehow
Neetal.
Neetal. Okay. Thank you so much, Neetal. All right, so let me pass on the baton to Neetal, who is the Toastmaster for the day. Handing over the stage. Stage is yours, Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monika, for doing the presiding officer role today, and we were missing you. So it is a weekend, and the weekend are usually reserved to binge watch, to have a cup of coffee and relax. So how many of us here started a new series this weekend? A quick raise of hands. No one. That's surprising. So whenever we think of coffee and then it follows with chaos, that is dopamine hitting our brain, where the coffee is really hot and the conversations are real and the drama, well, slightly less than Indian television. You know, entertainment has changed so much. Back then, evening meant one TV, one remote, one joint family, and one fight for control. Who remember that? So I have few raises of hand.
It still happened in my home.
Yeah. So who used to watch TV serials, or who still watches a TV serial with those ads buffering in? Rashi is smiling. Rashi, want to add anything?
Actually, I don't myself watch them, but yeah, my mother watched them, and we are like, I just come back from office and it's going on, and I just sit with her, and I know that is so dramatic. Still, it's fun.
Yeah. Toastmaster Mohan, you want to add anything?
Yes, yeah, we do watch the TV serials even now because yeah, some of us in the family are quite fond of that. So the series follow up, for example, that of the Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, second season, that's still running in the house. And
Oh, is it?
yes,
Okay.
and it's fun.
So we used.
Sometimes the emotions, sometimes just the laughters and all that it brings is quite a lot of fun.
True. So I used to remember waiting for one episode of 1 week, like those back in days, they were like one episode per week. Primetime shows like Shaktiman, Small Wonder, Khichdi. Anyone remember those shows? So I see here also a lot of raise of hands. And who were here watching every single Ekta Kapoor serial, like Mohit mentioned, Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, Kasoti Zindagi Ki, with those dramatic, loud background sounds. Anyone binge watched Ekta Kapoor serials here?
I've not
No one.
watched a single one, but I've seen my family going crazy over Ekta Kapoor serials, Kasoti, like
And
series of K, Kasoti, Kahani, and all.
yeah, true. Mehak is raising hand surprisingly. Yes, Mehak, which one do you watch? Or did you watch?
We used to watch every serial on Sony. We watched बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं. Then I think बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं was recently also it came up with season 2, season 3. So we have watched all of them.
Oh, wow. So there were a lot of many comedy series like Khichdi, and then there was two more comedy series, forgetting the name, Hum Panch, and forgot the name. Yeah. So Ekta Kapoor series like Tu Hi, Tulsi, Mihir, DNA test, followed up with multiple marriages, multiple theirs. So back then we did not need caffeine. Sanskari suspense was enough to keep us awake. Now fast forward from TV to tablets, from Doordarshan to Netflix. So no more waiting for the next episode. Now we just click next and destroy our sleep schedule. So exactly. Now we are not allergic, we are allergic to the word buffering. So I believe everyone here will have a Sony Live subscription or a Hotstar subscription and watch them without advertisement. Then came Netflix, Amazon Prime, we suddenly had the power to pause, to skip intros and skip our responsibilities as well. So just us, coffee and the quest. So we start one episode telling ourselves that we will stop after this, but how many end up here watching the entire season in one go? So Mukul, which one did you watch recently?
I'm watching Witcher. It has just have its latest season released on 30th.
Witcher. Yeah, I saw that, but did not watch the series yet. So how many of us waiting for next season of Stranger Things? No Stranger Things fan here. Kanika, you want to add something?
No, sorry. I think I raised my hand by mistake.
Okay. So no Stranger Things fan here. That's surprising. So that's a strong recommendation. Do watch Stranger Things. The 5th season is coming on 26th of November. So how many of us here would want to watch a series forgetting everything? I'm surprised. So let me tell you about my binge watch stories. So there is a monk, the detective who notices everything. A perfectionist, basically me before my coffee. Then there are friends, 6 people, 1 couch, and 0 productivity. Honestly, I learned little bit of sarcasm from Chandler and emotions from Joey. Then there is a series, Big Bang Theory, genius brains, 0 social skills. Sheldon says, that's my spot. I say, that's my suite in every meeting. Then there is a suits, smart, confident, stylish. Whenever I watch the series, the rerun of the series, I feel like I can win any argument, which I even did not start. And there are some serious ones like 13 Reasons Why, The Breaking Bad, which reminds that stories can touch you in a ways that you can't laugh out. And there is, of course, a fun series, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That squad, my dream team. And that every time they shot, 9-9. So how many of us here watched Amazon Prime Hindi series like Mirzapur, The Family Man, Delhi Crimes? Yeah, Hirender.
I've seen them all.
So which one is your favorite?
Um, Family Man I liked most. Although I watched in one go the Mirzapur ones, but I like the family ones. Family Man. I think they have 3 seasons.
Okay. I did watch the first one, but did not get hooked of it. Mohit, you watched?
Yes, I have watched Family Man, and yeah, I quite liked it actually. Yes. The very recent one that I've watched is, of course, Jamna Par, and that's the story of someone who wanted to become a CA and how greed and the ethics come to a conflict in the life. So I quite enjoyed watching that one recently.
I am at to watch that. So I was watching the rerun of Big Bang Theory. So Ashish watches a lot of series, I believe. So
Yeah, maybe adding not so many actually. I don't know. My There's something wrong with my choice nowadays. I don't know whichever movie I pick up. Somehow either my standard has gone up or others' standard has come down, but one of it has happened for sure. I find it very tough, and maybe Toastmasters has helped the level to go up. That now, if a speech does not catch my attention in first 10 seconds, I switch it off. So just like a speech, if any story doesn't catch my attention, I switch it off. Yeah, back to you.
So definitely, if you're watching a Bollywood series or a Bollywood movie, definitely I can bet that standard has gone down. So with this, a little coffee and little gas, we will move further in our meeting and catch up on the part 2 after our prepared speeches. But before that, I'll just explain quickly how the Toastmasters typically runs. So the first part will be our prepared speeches. Today we have 2 prepared speeches by Toastmaster Hirender and Toastmaster Pihu. And then we will have table topics. Our table topic master today is Ashish. And then we will have the evaluation section, where our general evaluator and tag team will present their report. So for this, I'll first call upon general evaluator Toastmaster Rashi to introduce her role and her tag team. Yeah, Toastmaster Mohit.
Yeah, somebody is apparently playing around with the spotlighting. I would like to request you to please not do that. That will affect our recordings and overall meeting experience. I'm unable to change the settings from the admin during the run of the meeting, but just requesting again, please do not touch the spotlighting. If you have any concerns, please let me know. I will do so. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. A very good morning to all of you, and dear guests, and our all Toastmasters. This, I'm Rashi Jain, and I'm a general evaluator today. My role is to evaluate overall the whole meeting and all the role players. And in this, I have a tag team who will help me out to do the evaluations. For this, I will invite someone who has a friend as youngest as 4 years and as eldest as 94 years. He loves connecting with people, and he will be playing our counter role today. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Mohit for introducing his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashi. Yes, I do have friends between 4 and 94 years of age. And thank you for calling that out. Hello, everyone. So let me take you back to school days. Remember how we used to lose our marks in a test paper just because of illegible handwriting and a handwriting where we had spelling mistakes, where we had cuttings? As an R counter, I'm going to keep a record of the crutch words and sounds which do the same thing for speeches, like what illegible handwriting does for our writing. Crutch words are those words or sounds which fill the pauses during our speeches. For example, ah and ums, repeated words like and, I mean, and unnecessary words like basically, all of those are crutch words which we must avoid in order for us to ensure that the message lands as intended. It is said that what is measured gets improved. So I will be keeping a record of all these crutch words and sounds that you will use in the meeting today so that we all can improve. I'll come back at the end of the meeting when General Evaluator Toastmaster Rashi invites me back on stage to present my report. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Now I would like to invite someone whom we all know like expensive things. So, and she will be keeping a watch on everyone's time. No points for guesses. Toastmaster Mehek.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to play the role of the timer for the meeting. You know, as they say, time waits for no one. And that's even true here. So let's live in the moment, make the most of it, and whatever you wish to share, say it out loud, say it clear, and say it now. But within the time frame. For the timer, the prepared speeches will have 5 to 7 minutes. Usually, at 5 minutes, I will display the green card, and the green card will be displayed on my background. I hope it's clear. At 6 minutes, I will display the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will display the red card. And the red card will remain up until the speaker stops speaking. For the table topic segment, at 1 minute, I will display the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will display the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will display the red card. The red card will remain up until the speaker stops speaking. I wish everyone to participate in the meeting. Let's make this meeting smooth, focused, and full of great ideas. Because time won't wait again, but your words will stay. So let's begin this meeting, and I hope everyone do participate in the meeting today. Thank you. This is my role. I will share the report towards the general evaluation sessions. Back to you, Toastmaster Ash.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Mehek. Now, the third one is also a mystery for me. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Mukul to introduce himself and so that we all get to know more about him and also explain his role as a grammarian.
Hi everyone. Thanks Toastmaster Rashi for this role today. I am Mukul Garg. I recently joined Toastmasters around a month back. Thanks for Mohit for all the introduction and stuff. Today my role will be the grammarian role. I will be evaluating the use of language throughout our session by all our Toastmasters. Word of today is ponder. Ponder is think about something carefully, especially before making a decision. I will be sharing my report at the end of our session. Uh, Thanks. I will drop the word of the day in the chat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukul. And of course, congratulations for your first debut as a grammarian. Interestingly, I have a team of M Cube today. So let's see. In the last section, we will be coming back and giving you all the evaluation. Back to you, Masters of the Day, TM, TM Neetal.
M Cube, that's a new invention. Why is it coming Sisha Kapoor? Sisha Kapoor. With this, we'll go for our first section, the prepared speeches. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Hirender, evaluated by Toastmaster Monika. So I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Monika to introduce speakers, speech purpose, and the pathway.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetal. Okay. We have,
Toastmaster Monika, you won't be able to find because I haven't shared. It's just a
That's what
random
I was-
speech. It's no, I'm not following a pathway. So
Perfect. So here we go. Hirender, following the random speech without following any pathway. And what would be the timing, Hirender?
I think it's 6 minutes should be fine for this one.
6 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes.
And what would be, this would be max limit, 6?
Yeah, between 6 and 6 to 7.
Perfect. So timer, please note the timing would be 6 to 7 minutes. And one more question, Hirender, would you like us to evaluate on particular aspect?
Not really a particular one. Overall evaluation is fine.
Perfect. So what I'll be conducting is a general evaluation.
Right.
All right. I'm not following any particular process, right? I should not say process, but eventually any particular guidelines. All right. I think with that, Hirender is all ready. We could see him properly. This would be your speaking position, right?
Yes, right.
You're audible and you're visible. Timing is also clear. Perfect. So I pass on the stage to Neetal to announce Hirender to come on the stage.
Title, please.
Yes.
Speech title.
Cheating.
Okay. Toastmaster Hirender, cheating, Toastmaster Hirender.
Thank you. Let's ponder over and tell me if we can justify the cheating, or have we ever done cheating with anyone? Just raise your hand. Secretly. Don't tell anyone. Okay, I can see some of us not raising hand. I also myself find guilty of cheating, not anybody else, my own mother. This incident happened roughly 15 years back. One fine morning, I dropped my mom to the bus stand. She used to catch 131, the bus number, every morning, 6:30 a.m. So the bus came. I watched her board the bus every morning, but this day she did not board it. And I waited and I asked her, what's wrong? She said, no, this is not the one that I used to catch, but it was indeed the one she needed to catch. I waited another 10 minutes. Another one came and she refused to board the second one. And I was surprised. What happened? She said, no, this is not the one that I am supposed to catch. And the third one came, which she should not board. She just ran and boarded. I ran behind just to tell that it's not the right one that you have caught or you have boarded. Just to hide her embarrassment that she was not able to read the numbers or the route numbers of the bus, she boarded the wrong bus. I accompanied her, we got off, and I realized that her eyes needed a check. She's not doing well, or her eyes having some issue. So the next weekend, I took her to the eye specialist who checked her, and to my fear, she had developed a cataract. And the doctor announced that it's a very small surgery. He tried to calm her down that it's a very small surgery. It takes 15 minutes and about 20,000 rupees only. And my mother came close to my ears and said, not even said, whispered, this guy is a cheat. He's trying to make money. I have no problem. I can read it. You ask me. I can read that wall. I can read anything. You bring that magazine. And that whispering becomes so loud that even the doctor could hear that he was cheating or he was planning to cheat. So we did not go ahead with the procedure. We came back home. And I tried to convince her, okay, let's go to another one. We went to another one who's a good gentleman, went through the procedure, declared the same thing that, Mataji, you needed a surgery. Mother, there is something wrong. There is a small tissue that we will remove. And he explained how this happens. And the same response my mother gave. She was terrified from inside, but to hide her emotion, she chooses anger. And again, she blasted me that this guy is cheat and they are trying to make money. I'm not going ahead with any of the procedure. So we came back sad. I tried different thing. I asked my different other relatives to convince, since my mom was the elder one in her sibling, no one ever to really convinced her. One day I was just talking to my mom. It's just mother and son, and I just tricked. I thought of tricking her and said, "Mom, you're so worried about all my cousins. You got them married. I'm the only one single. Don't you think I should get married now?" She said, "Yes, yeah, I think you're right." I said, "Okay, I like a girl and I want you to meet her." She agreed. So we decided, okay, one day we are going to meet her. So the next morning, when I saw her 6 a.m. in the morning, she just transformed. She wore her best attire, matching bangles, all the jewelry she had, top to bottom. And she even woke me up with the breakfast at 6:10 that we need to go. I told mom, we are going at 9, at 6. But she insisted and she did not allow me to sleep further. We started our day. In the midway, I was thinking, how should I bring the news that actually we are not going to meet any girl. We have to meet an eye specialist. So parked, I parked aside and make a phone call, and then announced that the person who was supposed to be the mediator is not well, and he asked us to postpone our meeting. The moment I told her, she frowned and told me, "Is this true? This is something suspicious." But somehow I managed. And then I said, "Mom, I'm not feeling too well. I think there's something wrong in my eyes, and I'm having constantly irritation in my eyes." And she suddenly asked me, "Okay, let's go. There is a hospital nearby. I think we can go there." Although she was the one suffering from the eye infection and eye problem, not able to read properly, but you see the mother's love. Even I was just faking that there is an irritation in my eyes. She was really, she tried her everything to convince me to go to the doctor. So we went there. I asked her, the person to prescribe and everything, and just trick my mom that can we do a second, can we take a second opinion since we are here already. I got myself checked. I know there is nothing wrong, and the doctor checked her. Immediately told her that now this is a position where she need an emergency cataract surgery, and we have to admit her today only. She got admitted and called my entire clan and mentioned that this guy has cheated and ambushed me to the doctor. Finally, the surgery went well, and that time she recovered well. With the surgery went well with one eye, and she was happily uh, ready to get it done with the second eye as well. Uh, After that surgery, in the next 6 months, there's not a single one who knew that I tricked my mother. In my neighborhood, in my relatives, family, everyone knew that this boy has tricked. Like whenever anyone comes at our home, she used to point me, "This boy tricked me. This boy got me operated." But I knew, although she was showing angry, but inside she was really proud. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot I'm TMOD. So we'll take a minute to give a feedback to Toastmaster Hirender in text box. So timer, please let us know once 1 minute is done. So the next would be the second speech of the day. That's by our Toastmaster Pihu. Where is Toastmaster Pihu?
Am I audible?
Yes. Let me change my view. Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, Toastmaster Pihu will be giving a speech and it will be evaluated by Toastmaster Shiwani. So Toastmaster Shiwani is doing a debut of her speech. Is someone sharing the screen? Okay. I'd like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Shiwani to introduce Toastmaster Pihu's speech, title, and purpose and the pathway.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal, not just for calling me, but also for giving me the chance to take the evaluator role today. And I'm really happy to introduce my friend Pihu Singla. She recently graduated with a Bachelor's of Commerce from Gargi College, Delhi University. Pihu loves interacting with people and often loves to ponder over new ideas and experiences. Today, she will be sharing her speech title, Tick Knock, Who's There? Title would be Tick Knock, Who's There? And duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Back to you, Toastmaster Neat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiwani, for introducing. So title is It Knocked, Who is There? Okay. Toastmaster Pihu, it knocked. Who's there? It knocked. Who's
Tick
there?
Knock.
Huh?
Tick Knock, Who's There?
Tick knock.
Yes, tick knock, who's there?
T. Okay, fine. Toastmaster Pihu.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A few years back, my parents were leaving for a trip. I was growing up and thought to myself, it would be so good if I could prove myself that I can handle my things on my own. I suggested to them, it will be great if I will be at home and as my exams are near, I will study. After a long discussion, they eventually agreed upon the idea. I was alone for the first time. The silence was new. Like every other teenager, I scrolled a bit. And what? A brand new horror release? I'm all in for that. I started watching that movie, and with every jump scare, I pretended I wasn't scared. I am mature enough to handle that. The movie ended. By evening, I ordered myself a pizza. I cleaned up a bit and thought to myself, I will take a very short break and will get back to my notes. It was this moment when everything flickered. It was a kind of flicker that made even the wall clock sound louder than my thoughts. I heard tick, 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 knock, knock. I said, who's there? I was scared. My feet were frozen. They refused to help me move forward. But my thumb, it gathered some courage. I turned on the flashlight, the white light of hope. I was going towards the door from the hallway, and the hallway was a little longer than usual. I was already scared, so I put the flashlight onto the door. I saw a shadow. What could it be? And then the shadow disappeared. I thought it could be some wind, neighbor, or a pipe. But when I saw the shadow, my horror mode was activated. I thought it could be a ghost, a thief, or maybe a prank. Then I called the security. I said, "There's complete dark." And they replied, "Yeah, there's some power outage and it will be fixed soon." I said, "No, no, but I'm scared because somebody's knocking at the door." And they said, "Oh, is it so? Let me come towards the apartment and give me 2 minutes." 2 minutes? That's too long when your clock is ticking. I was looking through the door hole. It was grainy dark. I couldn't figure out what was happening. And in the meantime, I heard one more knock. I was blown away. But before I could think of anything, my phone rang. I answered. It was the security person who said, "We're outside, please open the door." I opened the door, but only a crack. A white light filled my hallway. I was finally relieved to see the security person. He said, "No worries, the culprit is a loose hanging nameplate. With every wind, it is making a banging sound on your wooden door." I was relieved. He came down and brought a screwdriver with him. He tightened the two loose screws, and I was finally calm. Took a deep breath and closed the door. I was about to turn towards my room. But you know what? A knock was heard again. I was thinking, what in the world could it be? I was going towards my room, figuring out where the sound came from. I again shouted, "Who's there?" No reply. I figured out that the sound was coming through the window. I was near to the window now. And you know what? That was a loose latch. It was making the sound of knock with every wind. These were the two mysteries that made me think that it's my end. But now these were solved. That night, I realized that every tick, tick, knock, knock, who's there, needs to be handled with calmness and open posture. You have to carefully think and plan ahead. When my parents returned, I narrated the whole story to them. They appreciated me for handling it on my own. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pihu. That was indeed knocked out story. We'll take a minute to give a feedback to our wonderful Pihu on her speech. Timer, please let us know once 1 minute is done. Yes, done.
One minute is over.
Thanks, Toastmaster Mike. So, all right, everyone, welcome to the binge games, where logic has left the chat and caffeine is the only rule. So, let's play a game, the crossover nobody asked for. So, I was asking for their favorite shows in the chat, so I got a reply from Toastmaster Kanika. Where is she? Toastmaster Kanika. Yes. Are there? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Toastmaster Kanika, you mentioned your favorite shows are Panchayat and Sarabhai versus Sarabhai. I loved both the shows. So, imagine if our Sarabhai goes to Panchayat village. How would they behave, and how would the who is a Sarabhai actor behave in Panchayat village? Can you imagine the first scene that would happen when Sarabhai family visits the Panchayat village?
Okay. This has taken me by surprise. Okay. I think, first of all, what was the Bahu's name?
Monisha.
So she will be somehow able to, connect with the people and relate to the people because she is very down to earth and very simple. And but it will be Maya Sarabhai who will be interesting to watch because she will find everyone so down market and she will have all kinds of sarcastic and negative comments for people because they are not up to her standard. And as usual, Satish Shah, Indravardhan Sarabhai, he will be there to engage with the people in Panchayat and he'll be able to lighten the mood as he does with so much expertise. So I guess that's what I can think of.
Yeah, and Maya Sarabhai will keep telling this is so middle class.
Yeah.
So, Toastmaster Hirender, your favorite shows are Family Man and Mirzapur, I believe. So, imagine if Shrikant Tiwari lands in Mirzapur. Within 5 minutes, he's tracking Munna Bhai, negotiating with Kaleem Bhaiya, and still somehow answering calls from Suchi like, haha, I'm at work. No, not that kind of work. So, how would you imagine the first scene of the Mirzapur, Shrikant Tiwari in Mirzapur?
There is a scene where that guy ask for a chair with his subordinate, and both of them are on the gunpoint. The Guddu Bhaiya and the other one was at the gunpoint. So I imagine Manoj Vajpayee sitting with his knees at a gunpoint answering Suchi that no, I'm in office meeting with the boss right now. Can't answer. We'll bring the vegetable when I'm coming in my return, whatever list you want.
So it will be a good crossover to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So Toastmaster Vaibhav, he has given me a long list of series to watch and I must have watched all his recommendations. You're there, Toastmaster Vaibhav? Wow. Yes, no. Okay.
Not right now, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
No, he's here, but mute.
Yeah. Fine. So Toastmaster Rashi, which are your two favorite series? You're not audible.
Can you hear me? Yes. Who can hear me? Can you?
Yeah, Toastmaster Vaibhav. Yeah. So I'll get back to you, Rashi. I'll ask a question to Toastmaster Vaibhav. So the two recommendation that you suggested me are Monk and Doctor House. So imagine if Monk walks into the hospital. He's not sick. He's here to investigate a missing hand sanitizer case, and he has faced Doctor House. So how would the interaction goes? You're on mute.
That's an interesting combination. Compulsive person and House being a compulsive liar.
Your audio is not clear. Not able to hear you. I'm not sure if it is from you only.
Let me get back then. I'll just change my speaker and I'll get back.
Yeah. So Rashi, what are your favorite shows? Not able to hear you.
Use my ear. Now I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I recently watched Emily in Paris. Been watching the last two seasons. I don't know if any other people here watch that show. But I like the whole journey of Emily visiting Paris for work. And when she thought she will be back home, she just fall in love with Paris and all those struggles she faced here, and she overcome new language, new people, new culture, and her journey. I liked it very much. And this December, there will be an upcoming season, which I'm waiting for.
So you will hit the play button once the season launches.
Yeah, if I get to know, even I didn't knew about the last two season, but when I saw that there, I just binged watched.
That's amazing. I think Toastmaster Vaibhav, are you back? Let's see.
Yes,
That's not clear it. Anyways, I'll get back to you, and I'll have to hand over the stage to our table topic master, Toastmaster Ashish, for the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetal. That really sounded like as if we have gone back to those Doordarshan days, and they have come back in a new avatar where we are talking about. And we used to, in the past, talk so much about the common series and the stuff which we are watching because all of us were watching the same thing. But now there are so much of choices. But today you have helped us stitch all those choices together and find new connections amongst ourselves. The table topic section today is also coming with a bit of a twist. So it's a TTT, table topic with a twist. And the twist is that it's inspired by the theme of Robert Kipling's poem, which is If. And as Robert Kipling famously said, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, you truly are a man. So indeed, it was so very inspiring and powerful. And the way we are going to run the table topics today is I'm going to spin a wheel which will reveal your topic. Right? All okay. And the rules are pretty simple. Either you raise your hand or I pick on random. The way table topic goes, the timings are 1 to 2 minutes, and there is a grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side of the timing. So the rule goes as follows: till the time you do not see the card, the green card of the timer, please do not leave the stage. Share whatever comes to your mind, even if it is unrelated to the topic. Don't worry, there are no negative marks for that. And of course, whenever you see the red card, wrap it up within 30 seconds. And a reminder, the word of the day is ponder. And I can bet that I'll make all of you to ponder And those of you who are not raising your thumbs when anybody say ponder, I am watching you as well. Let us then begin. Who's going to go first? I see, the presiding officer is going to lead with an example. Let's first invite Toastmaster Monika. If somebody could help me spotlight the person who is selected. Toastmaster Monika, I'm going to present my screen now, and you will see the screen and a topic will come. Topic will get revealed over there. All right. So just give me one bit. Yes, all set. All right. So your topic unveiling is happening right away here. I spin the wheel on your behalf and let us see what comes as your choice. Today happens to be a Sunday, and your topic is also very interesting to that. If every day was a Sunday, I would. Toastmaster Monika, if every day was a Sunday, I would. If every day was a Sunday, I would. Toastmaster Monika.
If every day was a Sunday, I will certainly be more excited. Why? Because of the Toastmaster meetings. This is one thing I actually keep looking for throughout the week. What gonna go next? How the meeting will happen? What all new learnings will be there? What all new sharing will be there? How we'll have fun? And that automatically elevates me, my mood, and my intention to focus on what good can I create and what good can I experience. Because when we are in that state, learning automatically happens, then it's not a painful thing. That also happens when you are in the positive mode, things start to happen, I don't know how magically. And that's where everybody's magic start to open up. And that's what I really love about the Toastmaster meetings, especially our club, where again, I get to learn a lot more things every single day. I live myself in these 2 hours, experiencing everybody connecting with each other. And that's what I think we all need to do. Identifying what is that one task? What is that one thing that make you feel alive? That make you feel the way you are, that help you to find your own gold. Because often we are in the state of judging ourselves. We are in state of questioning ourselves. But these 2 hours give us a time to relax, witness, experience, listen, be curious. So many things happening without any effort. Isn't it amazing? So now I really want you to check with yourself. Forget about Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday again. What would be the one thing that would you do to elevate yourself, to bring your gold for your own self? Check with yourself. What is that one thing? And share with me. Back to you, table topic master.
Put your hand together for that lovely beginning by Toastmaster Mona. Indeed, she made us ponder, and there is a reason behind which she's called Magical Mona by all of us. Your reminder was indeed at the right point of time, and it reminds me of the quote that I read of Einstein, and he said we often miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and look like work. So a lot of time attending meetings and taking roles look like work, but there is much more to it. Now we move to our second volunteer, and the stage is open. May I request all of you to volunteer? As I mentioned, the rules are clear. If you don't, I will. And I see Mukul has already volunteered. Mukul, if somebody could help me spotlight Mukul. And Mukul, your topic choice is coming here as I spin the wheel on your behalf. All right, here it goes. That was a narrow one. Mukul, if I were Elon Musk, I would. If I were Elon Musk, I would. Toastmaster Mukul, stage is yours.
Okay, if I were Elon Musk, I would definitely move from US to the more emerging countries because the development, or you can say the innovations I am capable of, the emerging countries need them more as compared to US, and definitely will be away from the politics because US politics is a dump today, and definitely move more towards cleaning the earth rather than creating instruments to move to Mars someday. So, so definitely that will be my thing, and my mission will be to clean India's air pollution. Definitely the North India part, it gets bad, and I will invent green crackers. Because I know people won't stop firing crackers on Diwali. So definitely my first innovation will be green crackers. Yeah, some part of philanthropy will be there, definitely. And we'll work on the time machine if that's a possibility. But thanks. That's all for now. Thanks, Ashish.
Yeah, Mukul, that's a long list, man. Yes, but with those $400 billion, perhaps you can do all that and even more. Amazing. I loved what you mentioned about cleaning Earth rather than bothering about how to go to Mars. That's really a noble cause, and I believe especially North Indian would completely echo with you. Completely echo with you. And with so much of money that Elon Musk has, what comes to my mind is a quote that I read recently. It said, "Money is not everything, but everything requires money." Okay, so on that note, we leave our Elon Musk and money on one side and move to our next volunteer with a round of applause to Mukul for that amazing attempt. Who's going to be the next one? As we move to somebody could help me to move to the gallery mode again, and we could see how we are doing on the volunteer next. If no one is coming, then I am coming. All right. Okay. Okay. Who's the one who's spoken less? Soumya, would you like to go next? All right. Soumya, your topic choice is coming. The wheel of fortune is coming your way pretty soon. And here it is. I spin it for you. Wish you all the best. Oh, it's stopping at
Wow.
a.
Okay.
If guilt was the beauty contest I participate in, I would surely. Toastmaster Soumya, if guilt was the beauty contest I participate in, I would surely.
Sure. If there was a contest for guilt, I do think I would be in the top. And the reason is that there are so many things that I want to do during the day or the month. But but yes, I know that these are the things that I want to do. But then there are 100 other things that are equally appealing, like binge watching Game of Thrones in Hindi, or eating chocolate, and then feeling guilty about it, promising myself that, okay, let me have this today, and the next day I'm gonna go to the gym, which I never do. So the mix of procrastination, binging, and the other aspects, they uh, they are the ones, I mean, actually leading to guilt. So I truly think that if there was a contest, I wouldn't claim I would be on the top, because I do know that a lot of people around go through the same things as I do. But I think I would certainly make it in the top 5. So that's all from my side. Yeah, I know it's not green, but yeah, another thing I'm guilty of, stopping before time. So let's win that contest.
Yes, and extra marks for you to still try that. You were conscious that it's not green, and therefore let me say that as well. Yes, and I can bet I'll be in the top 5 along with you, and especially the one gym to tomorrow. Everybody wish to have the day to go to gym is tomorrow, which never comes. And yesterday I was reading, if guilt burned calories, everybody will be a fitness model. So indeed, we require some solution to the guilt, and hopefully one day we are able to get that. Right. So we have our next volunteer with the round of applause to Soumya for that lovely attempt. Yep, and our next volunteer, yeah, we have two, and we'll go to Toastmaster Kanika first. Toastmaster Kanika, your wheel of choice is coming up. Yes, and I spin it for you with you all the best. There could be a miracle. I would like to, Toastmaster Kanika, if there could be a miracle, I would like to. Stage is yours.
You're on mute, Kanika.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. If there would be a miracle, what would I want? Well, I think the miracle for me would be to make AI vanish from this world. I know many of us are very happy about AI, but not me. First of all, I'm a content writer and AI is replacing everybody in creative fields. So I am affected. I've lost a lot of clients. People are now expecting me to, humanize AI written content, which I'm not happy about. I I feel it's only humans who can do the jobs of humans. And then we have ChatGPT, who's become our not just ChatGPT, AI assistants. We are so dependent on them. It's not just for writing. They are our friends, philosophers, and guides. They are there all the time for us. They validate us. Whatever we say, if I tell ChatGPT, ChatGPT, I have murdered someone. What should I do? I know what ChatGPT is going to tell me. It will tell me, Kanika, you did the right thing. That person deserved to be murdered. You don't have to feel bad. You have to move on, look ahead. There is so much for you to do in the world. So that's how ChatGPT validates us and makes us feel good, and we have got hooked to it. There was a time when it was social media addiction, but now it is ChatGPT. We are looking at AI for everything. We are depending on AI to do all our tasks. And we are outsourcing our human intelligence to artificial intelligence. I would like to make AI vanish so that we have humans in this world. We have human connections. We don't need AI assistants to validate us, to make us feel good. We can go to our friends, our family. We need to cultivate our own intelligence. We don't want youngsters using AI to do their homeworks and create a generation that does not have its own creative abilities. So yes, that would be the miracle I would like. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Let's give a huge round of applause for that amazing attempt to Toastmaster Kanika. Indeed, I think you have said what many of us are thinking. We require something go around this. Recently, I was reading one of the organization lost money because the answer was sourced from AI, and they said AI a lot of time hallucinate. And you can imagine if the hallucination is happening at AI, what would happen? And I believe truly that our answer to AI is EI, that is emotional intelligence. And you answered it absolutely right. I think some solution, we need AI of AI now as well. Thanks so much for that. And now let's move to the gallery mode once again. And today, one last topic is coming up. Who want to volunteer? Yeah, we see Simi as volunteering. Amazing, Simi. Yeah, I remember our days when we used to have every evening a table topic evening. Hopefully, those days will be back again. Your topic is coming up as I spin the wheel. If it wasn't so tough, I would like to Toastmaster Simi. Toastmaster Simi, If it wasn't so tough, I would like to.
If it wasn't so tough, I would like to. When I'm pondering over this topic, I'm still thinking, what is that look like the toughest to me? When I'm living my life with utmost patience, calm, with putting so much attention on my kids, doing wonderful on parenting, and as well as I'm almost winning in all topics related to interpersonal skills, which otherwise look difficult to others. To me, these things are easy because what I believe is I'm good in emotion intelligence. But what looks tough to me, which might look good, easy to others, is the technical part. So, what I aspire for me to look easy is the skills related to technology, doing more justice to my role, to my career, building the skills. Maybe because I'm too much tied up in my daily course, I am not able to build that up. But that is one goal that's always in my list, to add on one new skill in my technical knowledge. So that's what I would dream, that if it is not tough, every day I'm learning a new skill because I'm over inspirational in that aspect. The moment I pick revising my concept on SQL, I believe I should have done something on Selenium to refresh my knowledge. The moment I pick that, I choose that these days Python is in so much, in trend. I should do that. I'm not able to focus much on building one skill. So that's I dream that if it is not that tough, I can learn one technical skill daily to meet my aspirational goal of being a tech person. So that's what I think. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Simi. What a lovely message, Simi. Indeed, you reminded us of the importance of lifelong learning. As they say, only once you learn, you start to earn. So therefore, this whole piece of learning over and over. And we know learning is so tough, especially in the mundane activities which we have to do. But in the end, making sure that we are doing that is what makes us truly, truly successful. On a lighter note, I was reading this quote which Ronald Reagan said, that I heard hard work never killed anyone, but I say, why to take a chance? All right, that's only for the lighter note. My dear Toastmasters and dear friends, please make sure that you are doing the hard work of learning and making sure we truly become lifelong learners. On that note, it's 12:05. It's the time to wrap up now the table topic session. And I would wrap up with a quote of Mark Twain, which he said once, that it usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. And I can tell you, all of you have proven Mark wrong today. Within matter of seconds, you have constructed such lovely table topic speeches, and you can for sure tell Mark Twain that he was wrong on this quote. On that note, let us call our TMOD today to take the session forward. Toastmaster Neetal, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. What a wonderful session you had. Now we have set the bar so high for us to meet it. So everyone, what kind of life is this nowadays? I feel like it's a long Netflix series with bad lighting and no skip introduction. We keep saying, I need a break. And then when we get a break, we end up watching Netflix. And then we say again, we need a break from the break. We call it binge watching, but honestly, it's just one emotional gym for lazy people. People suggest heartbreak, watch Friends. Stressed out, watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Existential crisis, watch Breaking Bad. And still somehow we think it's therapy. We all said it, just one more episode every single night. Netflix asks, are you still watching? And I'm like, no Netflix, I'm in too deep, send help. Monday feels like Mirzapur. Boss says update. I say, Bhaiya ji, smile. We dream of being Harvey Specter, winning arguments, sharp suits, slick lines. Reality, opening Outlook in sleep. Even romance has changed. Ross has said in Friends, we were on a break. Now we say, sorry, I feel asleep mid-episode. So this is a choice that we face it every day. Emails, deadline, notification. Life looks like panchayat and more like sacred games. And because every morning I wake up looking in the mirror and whisper, kabhi kabhi lagta hai apuni bhagwan hai. Still, till I check my bank balance. So here to our messy life with long as coffee and the Wi-Fi strong, thinking you're doing just fine, and we are doing just fine. So thank you for tuning in. This has been the coffee finale. And with this, I'd like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal, for such an amazing twist and theme. So I would like to start with the speech evaluation, and I would like to invite Toastmaster Monika for evaluation of Toastmaster Hirender's speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashi. Can we pin Toastmaster Hirender? Techmaster, can you please help? Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so here I got an opportunity to evaluate a great speaker today, for sure. And what an amazing start of the speech. And before that, even an amazing title of the speech. And on top of that, the speech was not aligned with any pathway. That's not easy to do. And I think the speaker today did a wonderful job. So as he said, no pathway, I was pondering like what he is trying to do now on stage. Then when he announced the title itself, again, I was into the same state. What next? That actually built a lot of thrill and lot of curiosity. And it was well carried on with the beginning of the speech where the speaker started with the question. Each answer was responded in a sense of humor that helped us to connect again. Afterwards, again, he started to relate that question with his own self and then started to take us through a beautiful journey. And I must say it was a beautiful one because I have never seen somebody cheating upon someone and then making the victim feel really proud. And that's what was amazing about this speech. So very well done, Hirender, for that. I have few recommendations for sure to make this speech to a even better level because yes, it has a lot of potential. One is about the background. I think at times it was a virtual background. So recommendation is to remove any background because at times you were just a part of you was vanishing from the screen. I mean, it was like feeling like if it is a real person or if it is a AI generated clones or so. So that you can actually do, especially in the virtual thing. Second major thing I really want to challenge you that would take little effort is about your body language. Though you were trying to use your hand, and that was really visible because you were, your frame was very well set. But what I felt is that most of the time your hand was coming, forward. That was kind of making your body into close posture. So probably you can place your focus on how you are placing your shoulders, and keep your body posture little open. Opening your hands would be a better approach rather than to bringing them closer. That's one thing you can do. And then you can try to use the stage also, because you were standing at one position. If you start to move around the stage with some planning, of course, not random movement. But when you are talking, changing the roles, that time you can change the position. That will give you a lot more, uh, usage of the stage, as well as you will have your body being expanded, and you will have that open body posture. And beyond that, I think story was well crafted, very well positioned. And I really like that you didn't let your speech to be under the construct of pathway. Of course, it's good to actually align it with the pathway. But what I really liked is that that's not the only limit. We have to use this Toastmaster as a platform to learn more on B2B ourselves and express what we really want to share with the audience. So I think great job with that. I close my evaluation. Back to Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for your evaluation. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Shiwani for evaluating Toastmaster Mehek's speech. Sorry, Toastmaster Pihu's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashi. First of all, congratulations, Pihu, for wonderful speech. I really enjoyed your speech, Tick Knock, Who's There? It was such a fun and interesting story. You started with confidence and spoke in a natural way with your soft voice. The way you describe each moment, sorry, the light flickering, the ticking clock, and those scary knocks made everyone imagine the scene clearly. Your storytelling kept us all curious till the end, and at the end, the message to stay calm and think clearly in scary situation was simple but powerful. Some recommendation I have for you that can make your next speech even better. First is you stood in one position during the whole speech. Try using a bit movement. For example, move closer to the camera when you describing the scary part, and step back when you relax. This will make your story more likely. Overall, you recommend that you stage you can use stage overall background and audience, like have you been ever or something else. It will make people feel more involved in this in your speech. And overall, your speech was full of suspense, emotions, and confidence. You spoke clearly and made the story enjoyable for everyone. It shows that you are growing as a speaker and storyteller. Wonderful job. Congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani, for your evaluation. Now, I would like to invite my tag team to present their evaluation report. First, I would like to invite Toastmaster Mehek for timer's report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashi. I would like to present my screen to show the timer's report. Is my screen visible?
No.
All right, I will then share it in the chat. Other than that, let's start with the report itself. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Hirender took 7 minutes and 9 seconds, was well within the time. Toastmaster Pihu took 7 minutes and 15 seconds, well within the time limit. Congratulations. Both of them have qualified. Coming to the cable topic segment, Toastmaster Monika took 1 minute and 59 seconds. She was within the time. Toastmaster Mukul took 1 minute and 22 seconds. Toastmaster Soumya took 1 minute and 18 seconds. Toastmaster Kanika took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And Toastmaster Simi took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, all of them have qualified and then they were within the time limit. For the evaluations, Toastmaster Monica took 3 minutes and 37 seconds. She went a little overbound by 7 seconds. And Toastmaster Shivani took 2 minutes and 16 seconds. She was well within the time. So we have one disqualification in the evaluation segment. Other than that, each of the speakers have qualified. For the timings, I noticed that during the cable topics, there were little, some of the speakers spoke for less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. So my approach to them is that if you see that the green card is still up, you may take up the time to continue your speech. And when you see that the red card or the yellow card has been displayed, you may turn towards the conclusion of your speech. So that will you could use the time in an effective manner in this way. That's all from me. I will present the stage back to Toastmaster Rashi and will share the report in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahek, for your report. And now I would like to invite Toastmaster Mohit for sharing his R counter report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashi. I'll share my screen to show the report. Please let me know if you can see that.
It's visible.
So I would request everybody to read through this themselves and take a note of how many R's and Ums you used. Some things that I have, yes, can you?
You need to zoom in a bit.
Okay, okay. Sure. Is it better now?
For me, it's not. I'm using mobile, so it might be the case. If any other person who is using.
Okay, let me try and read through the key points. While there were certain folks who did extremely well in terms of avoiding the crutch words and sounds, there are some folks who do have to make a note of improving in that regard. What I would like to highlight is like people who played multiple roles and still did very well. For example, Toastmaster Shivani, she did Sergeant at Arms role, also an evaluator role, has a total of just 2 total crutch words or sounds, which is commendable, and also considering that she's playing the debut role today. Similarly, Soumya played 2 roles and Toastmaster Monica played 3 roles. And so you have to sort of divide these total number of R's and Ums basis that, considering all of that. What I do see is that from the last meeting till now, I've made a chart. Last meeting, we used 55 total crutch words or sounds as a team. And this time around, it went up a little bit to 65, which means that we have to do better as a group and we focus on our R's and Ums more. The most common filler words that were used today were ah, and you know. So when we get a tendency to use these words, it's better to you replace it with a pause. And one tip I have is to speak slowly rather than rushing in, because if we speak slowly, then we will be able to be more mindful of what words we are speaking. And yes, that's my report. I'll also share it in the chat. And back to you, Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, for your report. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Mukul for sharing his grammarian report.
Thanks, Toastmaster Rashi. Apologies, I can't share the report. It's on a different system, but I'll be reciting the numbers and I can share it on our WhatsApp group uh, after the meeting ends. So, first for Hirender, the first sentence you mentioned was, have anyone done cheating on anyone? It should be cheated on anyone instead of done cheating on anyone. There was a quote in your line, Mataji, you needed a surgery. It should be you need a surgery. Instead of constantly irritation, it should be constant irritation. And when we were talking about Manoj Bajpayee bringing the vegetables to Suchi, it should be when I return instead of in my return. For Shiwani, when we are setting rules, it should be, we should use the word should instead of are because they are the rules. When we were talking about the truth and lies, you mentioned two are truth and one is lie. It should be two should be truth and one should be lie. For Pihu, I just have a one quote. Given that you give a 7-minute speech, you mentioned that you will be making sure. It should be I'll make sure. That's a better word. Monika, just a small thing. You mentioned 6 minutes. It should be 6 minutes, as it's a plural term. For Neetal, you mentioned allergetic. It should be allergic. You mentioned so many for so much for the web series. It should be so many. When you were talking to a timer, you were using 1 minute is done. The better word here should be 1 minute is over. For Rashi, it should be binge watch instead of binged watch. That's the incorrect word here. That was all on an overall level. Great use of speech and language by everyone. Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah. Oh, over to you, Toastmaster Rashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukul, for your overall report. Okay, now it's the time to share my evaluation for overall meeting and all the role players. So so the start of the meeting with Sam, Toastmaster Shivani. Kudos to her. Kudos to game she bring on to introduce us to truths one lie and how she start engaging from the very first minute. All the people who were present in the meeting was wonderful. And I here is a generous suggestion. Whenever there is a TMOD, whoever is a TMOD in meetings. So if you guys remember, Bob started it as much as I remember. He planned the whole meeting and he shared how much minute everyone would take. It is my request to future TMODs that please do this activity in the backstage so that everyone has some idea how much time they could have in the overall meeting and plan those activities accordingly so that we can keep up with the time. And meeting started around 10:35, which is good. But still, there were people who were key role players who joined a bit late. So I would request everyone, and especially the key role players, to join meeting on time or before time so that we can start up the meeting more early. Then the new role, which is being started, Joke Master. Soumya played it. I am not sure if in earlier meetings we did this. So if we are doing something new, if we could just introduce it to everyone who is present in the meeting, would be a good start. The part that Soumya played, the control she has and how she articulate the whatever she want to share with the guest and our group is I find it very good. I would say she articulate very well, and I would say if your intention is to make everyone laugh, today's the whole story was really well and the message was carried well, but I think so it could have been on more funnier side. You could have listened more laughs on that. So maybe next time whoever played the joke master, it can bring out some more funny stories. Then next is presiding officer, Toastmaster Monica. She always do come on the stage and bring her magic with all those announcements and all those changes, and she makes sure to introduce the new member who is coming on board, Toastmaster. eh, I think so. Her name
Kanika, Toastmaster
Kanika.
Kanika.
Kanika, she introduced her, and also how she applauded Pihu for taking up key membership key membership role. So that was commendable. And then a TMOD session got started, which is a very interesting theme, and how everybody uh, uh, I would say got connected to back to the old whole kind of dramas which we have seen in our childhood, or we are still trying to rewatch those. It was very interesting. I thought we will only speak about the ongoing series or something like that, but connecting them to all the TV dramas and all those things and bringing those characters and the crossover game was really interesting, and how people connected to it and how you engage everyone to the theme was also very much interesting. The challenge I want to give you next time is to carry out the whole TMOD theme standing from your chair. If you could do that, it would be very interesting to see your whole hand gestures and how you'll play out the whole theme. So that's a challenge. Overall, it was a very interesting theme, and how you concluded it was very well. Then moving on to today's speaker, first Hirendra, topic when he mentioned that cheating is the topic and how he shared the whole story about his mother. Then we all were really able to relate to it. We all were, in some point of our life, we all do the same thing. We try to get things done by tricking out people around us, because sometimes it's very necessary to do that. And how he shared it was very well. One thing, of course, Monica shared the evaluation about his speech. I would like to add on that when he was delivering his speech, he was doing some fixing of his specs, speaker phone. So these kind of things or movements get the audience gets distracted when you do these gesture. So I would like you to rewatch your speech and try what you can do next time when you feel like you are, you need to fix it, how you can turn it around without distracting the audience. And overall, it was a very relatable story, and we all were able to relate to it. Next is Toastmaster Pihu. What an amazing story! And the title, Tick Knock, Who's There? It The way you delivered it, I'm sure we all was very much hooked, very much curious about what's gonna happen next. And when you wanted to be home alone, when you wanted to take the agency of doing all the things by your own, and then you end up watching a horror movie, and how your energy, how your mind focused on to that, and your energy flows to observing all the things which were very normal if there was a chaos at home, but because you were alone at home, you felt like this is some mystery going on, or somebody is going to kill you. How you narrated the whole story was very interesting. The recommendation I have for you is, if you bring, so you keep up the mystery tone throughout, but when you were saying some relaxing moment, that when you got to know that it was a loose plate of your door or loose window that made that whole scene, then you can bit relax and use some tonal variety so that it should not feel like all monotonous mysteries going on, although you kept us hooked. And I also feel that you could have concluded the story in a different way to make it more impactful. Overall, it was a great attempt, and how you narrated the whole story was very well done. Both the evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, and Shivani followed the CRC approach. Mohit shared the report, our counter report. The best part and the new thing I feel every one of us could learn is sharing what happened in previous meetings. And with this visualization of graph, it might have stuck to all of our mind that we need to improve and we need to get down that line of the graph downwards instead of going upwards. So kudos to you for doing that. One suggestion for Mukul, I would say, so yeah, it was your debut, and I can give you a benefit of doubt. But when you're sharing some areas of opportunity for others to improve on, it is recommended to share those in a general sense instead of taking their names and telling that they have missed, they have improved on these parts. So if you can share next time these on general lines for everybody to work on, those would be a better way or better approach to do. And you can also take your time and appreciate people who did better on their part. So yeah, moving on to timers report. uh, Mehek did very well on that part. And overall, so when I started taking notes on the meeting, I felt like we will be out of time at the end. But it's always, I always ponder how every meeting of our clubs go, however it start, how many glitches we face, but it always end up in a good note. And today it was my debut as a general evaluator, so I would like to hear your comments on my evaluation as well so that I can improve on. So yeah, I'll rest my case today for the overall meeting here. Overall, it was a very nice and fun meeting, like always. And I would like to hand over the stage again back to Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Monica, right?
Thank you so much, Rashi.
Thank
Just to check, Neetal, is there anything you want to conclude on your theme?
No, it's done.
Perfect. All right. As Rashi very well said, no matter how we start, how much hurdle we face, how much challenges come our way, our meeting always ends at a good note. And that's again is yet another beautiful meeting that we just witnessed. And we kind of participated, we contributed in all the best possible way. All right. I think, no, I don't think, but it is the fact that the link to poll your choice for today has already been there in the chat. If you have yet not voted, please do that as soon as possible. Do we have still voting pending, Mohit? Or everybody already voted?
Yes, most people have voted, so I'm just
Okay.
collating the results.
Perfect, perfect. So in the meanwhile, as Mohit is collecting the results, let's actually check with the guests that we have today. How has been their experience? I see. Do we have guests? The people have left by now. Okay, I could see Pallavi. Are you there, Pallavi?
Good morning,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, meeting was really awesome, and I love the evaluation part. How Rashi ji gave the minute observation of each and everything, and I even love the fun session. Just the thing that I couldn't participate because I don't watch any web series or any Netflix for that sake. So it was, although it was very interesting topic, and I would love to join future meeting too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pallavi. Even I'm not the one who watches the web series. I really don't like them. But Having said this, yes, I align with you. That muting was very well done. Again, I never felt that I have not watched these series or felt, excluded any which way. So, of course, thank you so much for sharing your whatever you have experienced. Yeah. All right. Who else? I think, okay. Rest are all our regular team members, club members. Perfect. Anybody else wants to share anything till the time we have results ready? Mohit, just let me know once. Okay, we are ready with the results? Sure, Mohit, the stage is yours. Maybe you can actually announce what is the results for today.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Yes, I've just collated the results and the best speaker. There was a tough fight today, actually. I had a hard time finalizing because the competition was so tough and I was waiting for that one final deciding tiebreaker kind of vote, which we finally do have. So the best speaker today goes to Toastmaster Hirender. Huge round of applause, Toastmaster Hirender. Best evaluator, yes, keep the applause going, Monica, because it is none other than you only. So Toastmaster Monica is the best evaluator for the day. The best table topic speaker today goes to Toastmaster, or soon to be Toastmaster Kanika. Huge round of applause for Kanika. Best role player, again, a tough fight, like in most of the roles today. It goes to Toastmaster Ashish, our table topics master. And the auxiliary role player. Yes, let's keep the applause going because it's none other than me. The counter role today won the most votes. So thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you so much for sharing the result, Mohit. Of course, the win becomes even more great when you have a competition very tough. And I'm really happy that, yes, we are competing with each other in a progressive manner. And that's what I really feel good about our club, that we're not here to win, but we are here to grow. And that's what make it more meaningful and more beautiful and more gratifying, so to say. All right. I think one announcement I wanted to make, I don't know how I missed and nobody also reminded. Storytellers Club completed 5 huge years. I think this calls for a celebration. We should plan something big on that aspect. And let's see, maybe we can actually work with VP Ed and then see what great thing can we do, because it's a huge achievement to complete 5 years progressively and so gracefully. All right, with that, I think the good time also comes to end. So today meeting is also about to end. And thank you everybody for being so very participative and making this meeting a success yet again. And let's gear up for another meeting next week with more energy, more power, and making it another success for us. With that note, bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.